guys?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Fantastic. Good to see
Uh,
you. I see we have over 60 people in the group, so that's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to hear what some people have to say. And I know this is the easier one. Am I right, Felipe? The next one is going to be a lot more challenging, if I'm not mistaken. That's
it
the
will be 1 a.m. Tonight, so
okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna have a nice dinner. I have a nice dinner.
yeah.
I'm
You're gonna
gonna
have a power nap.
find a way to keep me awake.
Yeah.
But I will be there. I will be there. Gonzalo,
Well,
you won't be there tonight, right? You have something.
I will try. I will try
I'll
also.
try.
And we'll
Okay.
talk about it later. Yeah.
we see where everybody's
Mm,
from. If you on here, sorry to jump on, but we got everybody around from all around the world. So let's maybe just have a look, see, because of the time zones, we're trying to accommodate everybody. And part of the focus groups, we're going to obviously try and find what sessions work best for everybody. We got Matthew, you in Dubai, and Felipe, you in two parts of the world, and we've got people in Canada, here in South Africa. So where else are we see from the UK? We got Anna from UK. That's super.
yeah.
We're
Hello from
Belito,
Miami.
New York. New
Yeah.
York. So you got somebody at 1 a.m. this morning with you, Felipe. There we go. You guys can
Oh, okay.
you can set
Okay.
reminders for yourselves. Super. Litchfield, Cape
I
Town.
I
Yeah.
I see familiar names here.
Croatia.
Uh,
Croatia. I haven't seen Croatia before. Well, that's nice to see.
oh, Thailand. We have someone in
Ireland.
Thailand.
Great, great.
Uh, Cape Town, Croatia, Tanzania.
Ten.
Hello, Kazim. Hello, Kazim. Primrose from UK.
Nigeria in the
Uh,
house. Nigeria in the house. Let's all see that. Welcome, African brothers.
oh, Wisconsin. Hello, Wisconsin. How are you?
Yeah, we get. Oh, that's fantastic.
Ireland. Hello,
If
Ireland.
anybody wants to say something during the course of the meeting,
You put up
raise
your
your
hand.
hand.
Raise up your
Yeah.
hand. All right. Well, should we get
Yes, yes.
started? I mean,
We cannot have an open mic because it will be too noisy.
yeah.
So if you want, the chat is open. So if you want to ask a question on the chat, you can do this. If you want to ask a question verbally, you need to raise your hand. You can raise your hand and we'll give you the mic. I think this is the best way to, because if not, it will be too chaotic.
Yeah. I see
Um,
is in the house. That's also good to see. That's great. Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Good to see you there. Crystal has been telling me she's been keeping up with her walking and everything like that. So that's fantastic. Good to see you, Crystal. And she's been helping a lot as well. All right. Well, over to you, Philippe.
Mozambique. We have someone from Mozambique. Annette from Mozambique. Hello, Annette. And Dhaka here. Bangladesh is here. Jesus, this is the UN. This is the UN meeting today.
Well, I mean,
Jean from UK. Hey, Jean.
health is a global
Okay.
process, right? A global necessity. So we got to be global.
Actually, we are global. The team is global.
Yes.
I am in Miami. Gonzalo, hi, you are in the sunny Montreal. Is it what?
Sunny Montreal, just beautiful. No, it's actually winter, but we're heading into spring. We'll be okay.
Okay, you're gonna pass this another winter, another
Uh,
winter. And Mathieu, you're in Dubai. Mathieu, hello,
Hey
Mathieu.
everybody. Yes, in Dubai it's already 7 p.m. So it's the beginning of the evening.
Well,
Okay. So and the rest of the team is also Maria, who's taking care of the help desk. She is based in Sweden. I don't know if she's here today. Maybe yes, maybe not. And Elena is in London, UK. We have Tony. Tony is in Beirut, Lebanon. The chief technical officer is based in Beirut. So basically, we are ourselves very global. So I think makes sense that the community is. Rory, go. We
no, absolutely. Well,
Germany also.
Germany's good. Yeah. So I've really been getting some very good feedback from the people in the focus group, excited about what we're doing, loving the concept, and very keen to give their input and feedback as well over the next sort of 3 months that we got. So I think now that we people are starting to get to flow, I know a lot of people have maybe still, getting with the app, but I think when you get your head around everything and we take it through, it's a great concept. that is working and certainly changing health. And I think, from us, if we wanted to, look at something that's going to be sustainable and around and rewarding to people, there's nothing better than health and wealth. If you got your health, you got wealth. But if you got wealth and you don't have your health, what is that wealth worth to you at the end of the day? You can ask the man from Apple himself. He would have paid millions a day. Yeah, I think he passed on, Steve Jobs, around about 54 or so. If he could have had just a little bit more time in his life, if he had, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't look after your health, you're only given one body. So we got to take cognizance of it. So quite very important. But on a positive note, we have a lot of exciting people here, Felipe. And I think this is opportunity. Maybe, you guys just give a quick background about yourselves. And I think we should open it up to the floor and just ask some questions, and let people engage. And I think the whole point is that they get to meet you, they get to meet Matthew, they get to understand the UK business, maybe a little bit about, the company in the UK, etc. So this is about the team, and this is about the people.
Okay, so I will shoot first. I will shoot first because my name appears first and after Mathieu and Gonzalo. So my name is Philippe Bednarek. I'm a French citizen. I live in Miami, Florida, USA. My background is law. I'm a lawyer by education, but I quickly moved to the entrepreneurship, and I'm a founder of the Atlas Group of companies. I started in 1995. Atlas Group has been created in 1995, and since then we've been investing and doing business in tech. Of course, at that time it was internet. When we moved to mobile services, e-commerce, mobile commerce. So if you're interested about what we do, it's atlasgroup.bm. It's a website, the corporate website of the group, and we have many companies, different companies in different sector. In mobile, we are focusing on e-commerce, on mobile commerce, on marketing, on online marketing, and also we have department creating apps. We have a department of B2B on apps. We create apps for companies, for businesses. And the story of Step is very simple. We were developing health apps for customers like mobile operators, like banks, like insurance. And we decided to go and created a different model for health app based on community, based on engagement, based on motivation. What the StepChain app is not the best app on the world, for sure not. But it's a different angle. This is where we're building a community, we're building engagement. We give the opportunity for people who are engaged to make some money. We motivate the members to exercise, not only physical, but mentally. We have brain games. I think most of you noticed that we introduced another game. We have 2 games now, but you have to complete every day for your daily goals. So basically, what we try to create is a social wellness app. I think this is the right term for that, a social wellness app. Wellness app, you have it. You have a lot. Social wellness, I think we are unique. We are unique because we are building a community around an app. We are building a community that wants to maintain the health, to keep in shape, but not only. We're looking for a community which is sharing the experience and growing, and basically at the end of the day, making money out of it. So this is a pretty unique position in the market. This is not for high, for the athletes, the competitors. It's not for that. I mean, you have many apps on the market if you really want to challenge yourself. It's not really a StepChain, but you need. If you are just looking to stay healthy and to make some money out of it, sharing your experience, this is the right place to be. So that's for me. Mathieu, your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Philippe. Hi, everybody. Mathieu Guinard. So I'm French citizen living in Dubai. I've been living in most of the continents for the last 20 years. I'm a father of three three. I mean, now they are growing, 16, 12, and 10. And for the past 20 years, I've been mostly working in a large corporation in the various markets in various industry, mostly in consumer and in digital. And most recently, the last, let's say, 10 years, I've been running several startups. And after that, I've been joining the Atlas Group. And with Philippe, we have been doing several projects together already. And Step is the last one that we have been involved, and it's a very exciting one. Lots of challenges, of course. I mean, running a startup. It's a startup here. It's always like a very exciting. It's a roller coaster, as we say, experience. So there is a lot of ups and downs and up and downs. So we're going through many, let's say, great, let's say, also opportunities to grow with you. And I'm happy that to have this discussion. I mean, that's one of the kind that we have. So very happy to be there. So I pass the mic to Gonzalo.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'll keep mine a little bit shorter, but of course, and during the questions and answers, you want to ask anything else. My name is Gonzalo Gandia. I've actually been with the Atlas Group of Companies since 1996. If I'm not mistaken, I was the first international employee. And this opportunity has led me to all kinds of places all over the world, everywhere from Santiago, Chile, to the Dominican Republic, and I've traveled all over just for different projects that we've been working on. And the experience has been incredible. Since that time, we've had lots of successful companies and projects, and of which StepClub right now is the latest, and we're very excited to be working on this project and with you. And that's the main goal of this of today's meeting is that it's the start of these focus groups where we're going to get lots of feedback and to really start building something that will be very exciting for everybody involved. And we're all here. We're all here to listen, to learn, and to apply the things that people want us to change or to add. And we're very excited. We're all very excited to see where these focus groups go.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I think Alex, I think some of you met already. Alex cannot be there.
Well? Yeah.
No, he's not there, but he sends his greetings. Some of you already met him, Alex. He was very inspiring. His experience is very inspiring. He was overweight when he was in his teens, and now he's in good shape because of motivation. So he had a good story to share, and I think he will be part on the another session where he's going to share his personal experience. We have Tony also. Tony is in Lebanon. We have Deborah also, who's in UK. She's our general counsel in the group for many years also. Maria, hi Maria, I see you. How are you? Maria is in Sweden. She's taking care of the help desk of customer care. She's doing such a great job to make sure all your tickets are responded. She's struggling a little bit between the teams, between the billing teams and the technical teams, but at the end, I think she gives the support that you need. Elena, I don't see. I'm not sure. Elena is here. Are you there, Elena? Elena taking care of the billing. She's based in UK, and she's making sure that your account is in good standing, that you have access to the billing method, and she's with us for many years also. So this is the core team. Also, we have also a team of developers that develop the app. The list is too long, but they are working hard to make the app better. What you see, what you have in hands is just the beginning. It's the beginning of a long journey. You have the basic features, but we have many things to come. I saw a message regarding the swimming. Yes, swimming is in the agenda, but we have more people asking for biking. So we're gonna see what would be the next after walking, running. What would be the next activity that can be rewarded with the app. The team is working with more games also that going to be added to the app. We are working on meditation features. We're working on nutrition features. It will be a very rich app. But again, remember, this is not an app that competes with athlete apps. It's not that. It's not that. Again, I cannot more express that it's a community app. It's a social wellness app. So it's more a building a community around the activities and sharing your experience and also making money of it. Making of it, if you're active in the network, you have access to a nice revenue thanks to our affiliation program. Next slide, I think it's Gonzalo. Yeah, this is where we are. We already talk about it. Just the next slide will be more to summarize what we do. Remember, we have an app, but the access to the app is exclusively through a portal, which is the StepClub. You are a member of StepClub. You pay your monthly, quarterly, or yearly subscription, and you're part of a club. And the club gives you access. The StepClub gives you access to the network, and you can build your network, and you can introduce people, you can refer people, you can do some networking. This is the StepClub. This is the StepClub, and it gives you access to the StepChain app. But again, if you don't want to network, if it's not what you're looking for with us, it's fine. I mean, you're not forced to recruit anyone. You can just enjoy the features of the app. And the app, it's very simple. The app that you find in the stores, the app stores and the Google Play stores, it can be downloadable from the store directly, but to access to it, you have to use your credential of the StepClub. The app it's very simple. It's rewarding you. It rewards you when you achieve daily goals, which is walking every day, at least 10,000 steps every day, and complete a brain game, because physical and mental activities are combined to make you well. So I think most of you know about the app itself and the system. So I think, Rory, I think we should go and maybe look at the question. We are here to. It's a question. We're going to have 30 minutes to answer your question.
Yeah.
So we can go maybe first.
Felipe, I think that I just want to highlight maybe 1 or 2 points for those. When we spoke about it, the fact that you've been around since 95 and it's 2025. The Atlas Group has been around for 30 years. I think
Yes.
What's important for the people around here is there's things that happen in the industry that come and go very quickly, and people get and for me, having been exposed to things, and a lot of people here have been exposed to things, when I approached you and said, look, we're looking for something that is sustainable, something that's not going to fall over, and we want to do something that's good. This isn't a money grab thing, but people have a network, and how do they share in those rewards? And we spoke about the fact that if you look at a budget, you have a marketing budget and you have a resource budget, etc. And those funds is what we're passing over to the community. And you and I and Matthew, we've debated a new structure that we want to propose to the team. And it's, I think, very rewarding, and I think it's great. But before we made any decisions on that, the whole point was to approach the members and say, this is why we're doing the focus groups. We know we got a great product. We know we got a product that works. Health is a very important factor for all of us. How do we combine this with our everyday living? And how do we grow with that? And people are here, yes, they're here for their health, but they also, if they help grow the business, why should they not share in the profits of the business? Why should they not share in the marketing of the business? And if you understand how marketing has changed over the years, if we go back in 1995, people would have done advertising on TVs, they would have done, billboards, they would have done a whole different thing. But we've got social media and we've got networking in the sense that it's who we connected to and how we work with that. And I think this is what we really want to reach out to the community and say, from our side, we got a great product, we got some great structure, and you have kindly said, as the group, to say, you know what, here is a product for the community. We want to build it that's robust, that it doesn't fall over. And that's very critical. But we want the community to build this app with us. And I think that's a very exciting proposition for those people that want to look after their health and grow their wealth. And so much time has been put into this. And, we've had some learning curves, but after 6 months now, we just want to pause a little bit, get the feedback to make sure that this is really the right way to go. And where better to get that feedback from the people out there that are using the app, learning from the app, and have experienced different things out in the marketplace. And I think that's why I wanted to pause on that point right now. Atlas Group has been in business for 30 years. Can I ask you, Felipe, you're not an actor or you're not you guys aren't fake. I know you might think it's strange that I'm asking you this question, but people have been so hurt and abused out there in the community. And this is why I wanted to reach out to the community and say, look, here is something that I think we can do that's really good. It improves our health. And if it's something that you enjoy doing, you can look at it from a wealth perspective, but you don't have to do the money side. You can benefit from this app just by yourself without even sharing it with anybody. That's how it's designed. But if you share it, you benefit too. And that, I think, is important for people to know.
Yeah, Rory, well, first of all, I think it will be wise for everybody to Google our name. But first, the first due diligence, the minimum due diligence that you should do is to Google my name, Google the Gonzalo name, Mathieu name. So you'll see that we have been in the business for a while. Now, why we create this networking features on the app? It's very simple. Today, if you want to bring an app on the market, you need a massive investment in marketing. Because there's a lot of noise out there, and if you want to be successful, you need to put a lot of money, and you have to dedicate a lot of your budget, of your revenue, into marketing. So basically, the app, the health apps, and roughly dedicate between around 40% of their revenue only on marketing. So the idea behind StepChain is, and instead of giving away this money to the social network of Instagram, on the Facebook, TikTok, etc., why don't we just dedicate this money and give back this money to the community that help to introduce and refer to new members? That's the spirit of this networking part of the app. So very simple. Our budget is built as follow. We dedicate 45%. We give back 45% of the revenue of the company from the subscription, giving back to the network, to the affiliation program. So to people who are active, who bringing members, we dedicate 45% of the all revenue for that. 25% of the revenue is dedicated for rewards. We have an algorithm but calculating the reward to make sure that we don't excess this, but that leaves 30% for the company to pay the overheads, the salaries, the infrastructure, and the development, and all the people that are good. So it's very clear. We have nothing to hide. 45% goes back to the network, 25% goes to the rewards, and 30% is the net revenue of a company to cover the overheads and the profit of the company. That's very simple. It needs to be clear. We are not selling investment. We are not selling investment. We are just trying to use the power of referrals to grow the company, counting on engaged members. This is what we're looking for. The same money could be spent in marketing and with no guarantee of success and no basically network building, no community building. So that's a choice. It's a strategy. I think we were very happy to what happened to this project since the launch. The soft launch started in July last year, exactly the 18th of June, exactly, but we really started in July. We have been through a lot of improvement, the new features. We brought some new things to the project. And today, as Rory mentioned, this is now the start, the real start. It's now, and that's why we are now doing this Zoom calls. We're going to be more than that. You are able to ask your question. So I think it's now time to question, Rory, or instead you want to go some.
Yeah, I think this session is for you guys to engage with everybody. So if you've got a question, if we can maybe take down the slide, Gonzalo, and if you've got a question, please raise your hands and we'll start from left to right. And I think the one thing I do want to say is if you've got a technical issue, this is not a technical call, and we will address those issues separately. But this is more about the product and information and getting to know the team. So let's start with Danny T. Danny T.
Gonzalo, can you unmute us to mute? Yeah. You need to unmute yourself first.
I think it's driving. Maybe I can't.
Can you talk, Danny?
Let's go with Kasim, and we'll get back to Danny when he can unmute.
Okay, we'll go back to Kasim. Kasim, hi, Kasim. Where are you, Kasim? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Zanzibar, Tanzania.
Oh my God. My dream, my dream destination.
I'm also associated in Dubai, so I have my work in Dubai and I work from home in Zanzibar.
Wow.
Okay. All right. This question maybe is with Rory. Rory, I need to join the club, and I need a link to join. I don't have anybody who introduced me. I've been following you for the hyper legal case, and I bumped into this. So if you can send me a link so that I can join under you or whoever you want. That's one.
What I'll do is I'll put my email address in the chat now, because it's obviously if there's somebody else here, they must share this opportunity. I'll put my email address. If you just hit me up on an email, I will send you all the details there. And here is my cell number. But thank you very much, Kasim. Is there anything around the product, what you like, or what you've seen so far on the communication?
Yeah, so just wanting to ask, this app will be able to detect walking and running and doing other exercises like push-ups and things like that, or is just purely for walking and running now?
What it really does right now is it's measuring your movement. It's a movement app. And there's talk of maybe including calories in that, but I'll hand that over as we grow with the app, because some people say, look, I don't walk, but I do gym, and they'd rather measure things on the activity from a calorie point of view, and other people. So we've kept it very simple to start with, so we don't overcomplicate things. But maybe that's so. To answer your question, it measures your movements, predominantly walking, etc. But we've had questions from cyclists, swimmers. I think there was a Pine put a question in earlier. Will it measure our swimming? And if you have a app for that, like for example, like I've got an Apple Watch, it measures my movements and it updates my movements in the Apple Watch, and it updates my health app. So the app itself draws the data from your Google Fit or from your Apple Health or your Health Connect if you're Android. So whatever that app has measured, that is what the system picks up. Obviously, there's AI interface as well to make sure that we don't have people strapping their phones to creepy crawlies, or dogs running around, or driving in their car and trying to do distances. So in other words, it has systems to alert on abuse and things that don't fit within the rhythmic of if you strap this to your dog and let the dog run, it's not going to it's going to bring an alert. So we've put things in place there to make sure it's accountable for human movement, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes,
and again, Kazim, just remember, and I think I tried to say that before. It's not for an athlete. It's not for the high competition athlete. It's for everyday people like me, like you, like people who want just to be reminded that they need to do at least 10,000 steps per day to be healthy. That's it. It's just to remind you, to motivate you, just to do the minimum what the WHO standard says. That WHO says you need to at least to stay healthy, do your 10,000 steps a day. Also, but remind you that for you need to also exercise. You need to do some exercise with your brain. It's just to remind you that it's not bad for you to do a Sudoku, for example, a Tetris. A Tetris is very good for mine. It's just to remind you and to get you motivated to do so. That's it. It's not, again, if you want to compete and go to swimming and go, you have some apps out there, and maybe it's more for this type of audience. But for me, I just need to know that, listen, I have to work. Today I was sitting on my chair for all day. I need to go out. I need to work a little bit. I also need to refresh my mind. I need to do a Sudoku. That's it. That's the spirit. And if I refer people to do so, the same thing, I should be rewarded. I mean, today I received something from a store or from American Express. They send me a message saying if I refer someone, I get some points, additional points. The referral is a powerful way to expand a business. So if American Express does it, or all the company, they do it. I think if I refer someone to anybody, I get points, I get money, I get something. So this is the spirit. This is and again, I don't want to repeat myself, but I prefer to give back 45% of the revenue of a company to the members who help to grow the business and the project, instead of giving 45% of all revenue to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or all this. Because I think it's a very, very powerful way to grow a business.
Yeah, the idea is brilliant. One more question. Do you have to carry the app in your pocket or put it in your arm or something like that? How does that
you have to
work?
Again, the app doesn't detect your movement. We use something which is already in your phone, which is you just need to activate on your phone is the Apple Health app, or if you're in Google, if you have an Android, you just activate the Google Fit. That's it. We are not just getting this information from something which is already in your phone. So this Google Fit, Apple Health apps are recording this, and you just give the permission to us to use this data that is already recorded by these two apps. That's it. So to do that, we are just so to finish the answer is we only can record, we only can get records for something that it's on your phone. So yes, to answer a question, you need to have the phone in your hand or with you, because this is the way Google Fit and Apple Health detect your movements.
Can I add to that though,
Okay, thank you.
Felipe? Because I have my Apple Watch. So if you've got a fitness watch, if you've got a fitness band that sends your data to your Google Fit or it sends it to your Apple Health, then it will synchronize that data, and then again the app extracts the data of that from your health app. Am I correct in saying that? Because when I walk without my phone, my watch measures my steps and then it sends it to the app. So am I right in saying that is the case as well? It draws from the app. So if you have the correct fitness band or the correct watch that is synchronized to your fitness app, it draws those steps.
Got it. Thank you very much.
I see a question asking, how can I increase the steps? And this is very important. We only take into consideration 10,000 steps a day. If you do 15,000, it's fine, but it will not bring anything better. You will not be rewarded more, because again, this is not a competitive app. It's just to make sure that you do what is required to stay healthy. So to answer a question, I don't know who asked it, but I saw it on the chat. He said, "How can I increase your step?" You can obviously make any number of steps you want, and it's good. It's good. You should do that. But as far we are concerned, we only record the 10,000 steps per day to say that you complete your daily goals. That's, I think it's important. You could do, and some members, some of you are walking like crazy. I mean, like 25, 30,000, 50,000. We see it on the record. We see some people who are crazy about it. It's fine. It's perfect. You should do it. But we only record 10,000 steps per day to complete your daily goals. Amelia, you were waving, so I was going to ask you to mute. You are very impatient to ask a question, I see.
Okay. All right. I have a few questions. I think, Rory, you said that I found out about this opportunity through your emails that you've been sending to me. So you will send out your referral link, because I assume you've already given out all the gifts that you already had. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you
very well.
Good. Okay. So am I correct that I get these emails, and that's how I found out about this meeting. So will you be sending out a referral link to take advantage of this opportunity?
I mean, if you I just put in the chat, if you would like to, I'll put my email address again. I
already have it.
You have it. Yeah, just email me and then I will sort you out, no problem. And
Okay.
yeah, and we had an oversubscription. I had 500 and we have over 1,200 people that requested. So it wasn't, if you missed out, I'm sorry, but I will try and help as many people as I can. But at the end of the day, I think it's a good investment to look at your health and look at this opportunity as well, So I'm sorry if you didn't get it. Maybe you still, but let's have a look see. But I will certainly reply to your message. Okay.
And also, as far as the rewards, I'm a little skeptical about doing referrals at this time, because I was involved in so many programs before that went south. So I would probably just do this for a while on my own, just to see how it works before I refer someone else to it. But as you said, we can still make rewards just by doing the 10,000 steps and playing a brain game. Do we have to do both, or can you do just one? I'm not saying all the time, but some days I might just do the brain gain, and some days I might just get the steps in. What does it matter?
No, it matters. You need to do daily goals. We're counting for the rewards. For the rewards, we're counting the daily goals. You have to complete. Of course, we're recording all the steps you do and everything you do, but to access to the multipliers, for example, which multiply your points. This is where you're accelerating the amounts of points you accumulated. You need to do some daily goals, a minimum of daily goals per month. So
Okay.
we're recording all your movements. We are taking into consideration everything you do. But if you want to accelerate, we need from you some consistency in terms of numbers of days per month that you do that, and combining the both to be able to access to the multipliers. Multipliers are just points that we multiply by 3, by 5, based on the consistency you do on your exercise.
Okay, well, I plan on doing something every day. I'm just saying I might not do both things every day. I'll do it if I can. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Then one other question. I have a Fitbit Versa, which does record my steps on my watch, but it's not connected with Google Fit. I'm not sure what I need to do to get connected, to connect my watch information to Google Fit. Does anyone know if I can?
Rory, are you using what you using what watch
I'm
do you
using
use?
Apple, but Amelia, this is why we're having the focus groups, and also on the back of the office, there's a support ticket, and there's specifically a ticket for technical. So if you, for example, want to ask that, there's a technical team that will look at the type of watch you got, and they'll respond to you as well. And then what we do is we share that information with the community as we grow. And maybe, Felipe, what we should do on the website is start listing the watches or the apps or the Fitbits that are recording to the Android or recording to the Apple, because then people know which particular watches or Fitbits that they can maybe go and look at. So if somebody's swimming or running and they don't want to take their phone with them, it's still counting. So maybe that's something we can dedicate a section to under, on the website, and start indicating which are the recommended or watches. Maybe the technical team can put a short list together. Will help a lot of people with that.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I have one question. I've been seeing several people that they do have the app, but they don't know how to record different information. And actually, I'm assuming it's because they don't have the proper equipment to connect with the system to let them know. So is there a video that tells you how to get started with the app, and what did I put on there? How to use it, how to get started, and how to get started with the app, the Step Chain app, and how to use it.
A good question. Sorry to interrupt there. So one of the key things is, with people now getting onto the app now, so I've sent information and detailed information for those people that are participating. And that's one of the first things that I want to ask in the focus group is, how do we improve? How do we help people to onboard better? So one of the ideas I have is a self-help area where you would get an email every day, and it just automates and says, right, today we spend 5 minutes setting you up. Tomorrow, this is it. And then we go through all the different features of everything. So what does that 30-day onboarding program look like? And then it expands out, and it reminds you about meetings and things taking place, etc. Joining the website. So what we want to do is make sure that we are consistent with the communication and the instruction, and it helps those people onboard properly, but it also helps them help the other people at the same time, if they do decide to refer it. So people can, so that is one of the things that I will be asking to make the process easier for everybody. So it's a good question, and that's exactly why we're having the focus groups.
Thank you so much. Appreciate all the answers.
Pleasure.
Rory, I see some comments about the focus group. I see some people are nervous about not being included in the focus group. So maybe you should remind how you process all the demands and the requests on your side.
Yeah. So from my side, what's happened is we've got, we've got 500 vouchers. I will be emailing over the weekend. We're onboarding people into WhatsApp groups, etc. For those people that were not successful, if you activate that means you're a member, so you will be able to participate in the focus group as an active existing member. So we got two people, we got new people, and we've got also existing members that have been, part of this program for the last 6 months. So if you want to be part of the focus group and you activate your app, and unfortunately, let's say that you didn't, so let's say, Amelia, you want to try it out, etc., you're most welcome to be part of the focus groups. We will open it up to those members as well, Felipe, that want to give feedback. The more the merrier, in my opinion. As long as you've got an active app, it's pointless being part of a focus group if you don't know how the app is working and you can't work this, ask questions from a constructive point of view. So if you're an active member, you will be able to participate in the focus group. So we got the new people that receive the gifts, and we got the active members. So does that answer the question?
Yes.
Super.
All right. So let's go back to Danny. Danny, are you able to ask your question? Danny T, do you hear us? No. So we have Cabello Mosia.
I'm going to lower his hand until he's in a position to be able to. So Cabello.
Cabello, you have to unmute yourself first. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, Cabello. Cabello, are you the famous Cabello who won the prize on Tuesday?
Yes.
I see.
Wow.
I see you smiling. I see you smiling. So I think you have a good reason to smile, right? Oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Your connection is
take your video off, Cabello, and then talk. The signal. Sorry, in South Africa, there's a situation. Cabello, please speak now. That might be better.
No, my video is off.
Now it's off. Now we hear you.
Okay. I was saying that I'm the famous Cabello, and then there is smiling gives relaxation to the mind, to the muscles and everybody. It brings happiness anyway. Guys, I'm so happy to be part of this group. Since I'm here 5 months ago, I've seen change, so many things change in my body, my thinking when playing Sudoku. And it was then I understood and knew how to play Sudoku. I'm a South African. I'm a father of 3. I was widowed last year. And now when feeling alone, I go out and walk. Those I'm walking, and then when I come back, I come back so happily. Now, I'm hoping that this program is not going to be like other programs that we joined before that came in and out. Some we didn't benefit anything. So I believe this, having listened to you guys, your portfolios and everything, it means that you knew what you are doing and where we are getting at. And at the end of the day, that is going to change the world. Is going to change the way people see things, see training. Because if my gym is in my pocket, then I know that gym I'm paying, that was not paying me. I have another gym that is paying me. So the best one is to stay with the one that is paying me. But I appreciate you guys, especially by forming these groups. Then from the knowledges and experiences that we had from different companies, I think that if you take it and then use it correctly and effectively, it will help all of us to be part and build this company. Lastly, about the SCC, and then that too is so powerful, it's going to help us. I think I've got about 80 of that, and then so I'm quite excited about it. So I don't have a question, but that was just a motivation of saying forward we go. And then we are going to do whatever the company wants us to do to give feedback in whatever way possible. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Cabello. I have a question for you. You were one of the winners of the challenge. Maybe you should tell us how you did it, how you did to be part of the of these 38 people who were completed the perfect score in February. How did you do that?
Do you know what? It is simple. Mine is to concentrate on what the company said we must do. So I ensure that every day I do my 10,000 steps. I also play a game, and then I do that consistently. And then I think it's something that has put me there because of my consistent of doing this.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. You mentioned thank you, Gabriel, and I hope you're going to win this month too. If you are as consistent this month as last month, I think you'll be again part of the winners.
If he wins again,
yeah, I think so.
$100. He gets a lot. Doesn't he get more if you win a second?
Yes.
How much would he get if he was drawn on the lucky draw?
If you are the super winner, we have 5 winners and 1 super winner. If you super winner means that you are the number 1 you are on the draw. If you win 3 times, you have 1,000 USDT. So you don't need to win 3 times in a row. It's just you need, if you're a winner 3 times, you have 1,000 USDT. So keep up, Cabello.
I'm consistent and confident that that will happen, and then whatever the mind can think and believe can conceive and believe, it will achieve.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cabello. Thank you, Cabello. I see some messages regarding someone who said I'm not happy to. I'm not willing to refer for the moment. I prefer to do it myself. Yeah, I totally. Again, I mentioned a few minutes ago that I received an offer from American Express. I will refer someone to American Express because I'm happy with American Express. That's as simple as that. If I'm not happy with something, I don't refer. But that's the spirit of the community building. So I totally understand that some of you wants to test it for themselves and they're happy they're referring. That's totally understandable, and it's fine with us. Komalan is.
Let me just make a highlight here. I've just been watching Linda, one of our members on this chat, and she's been doing roaring now for I don't know how long. I don't know if you guys all can see her. It's like she's been on there for. I'm just exhausted watching you, Linda. I don't know how long you've been on there, but I've just been watching you. I said, okay, she's gonna give up any second now.
Oh, look at that!
She's just going and going. It's like, okay, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, so you can have it. That's a good thing, Gonzalo. You know, you could be on this meeting, and you could just be walking and like with headphones on and having a meeting at the same time. We maximize the time, and I think what Felipe was saying earlier. You know, I sit a lot, behind the computer, and I do have a look and say, hang on, I've only done 3,000 steps. I need to get out there and start moving. So consciously, I do look at it because I've got that constant reminder as well. And with Komalon, Felipe, I have to speak just before he comes on. I had another idea that he and I were discussing, and this man is like running to the moon and back. He and his whole family are top athletes and have been running the Comrades for a long time. And I thought maybe we should bring about an honorary board, Gonzalo, where if you hit 1 million steps, you reach like a certain honorary board, and then maybe 5 million steps, 10 million steps with the app, kind of like a section where we can honor those people that are doing, because we cap it at 10,000, but as you said earlier, Felipe, we have people doing 30,000, 50,000, and I think we should recognize those athletes for doing the crazy amount of steps that they're doing, and that fitness. And Komalan, I know I know he can give you the figure, but I know it's a very, very big number, that is run. And I think to be able to say, listen, I've got my 10 million running step certificate or my 100 million, I think that's quite an accomplishment. And I think that would be wonderful to recognize people in our community on our website that are doing so well and so committed to the app. So there's another idea for discussion, Felipe. Lots of ideas.
We can think about some inviting and pay a ticket to for those who reach a certain level of points, and it's a good idea.
All right.
I have some Maurice. Before Kamalan, 1 second, Kamalan. I have Maurice, I've been waiting for 3 weeks to get started. I was part, so I don't know. Maybe it's for you, Maurice is just wants to start.
So part of the invite. Maurice, just email me. Again, as I said, there were 500 gifts that we're giving out or given out. Some, and I'm not sure if you were one of those selected. So I'm going to put my email address here again. If you have an issue, just come out to me. And when you say you're going to get started, maybe just put your question. Linda's saying she's been rowing for 25 minutes. She can't wait to try the app out. That's fantastic. Well, we're kicking off next week, Linda. We're kicking off. Maurice, I'm just going to put my email here again in the chat. So if you are looking for assistance there, just hit me up and I will get back to you over the next 24 hours. All right. Well done, Linda. Awesome.
Okay, cool. We are reaching the top of the hour, so it will be already 1 hour. We try to keep this meetings to 1 hour because
now I can talk. Sorry for the delay. I've been driving. Can I ask my question, please?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the wonderful presentation. But I have also the same question. I have followed Rory during, starting from the hyperverse time, but I responded also right away, but I didn't get the chance to be one of the 500 people, but I'm really interested to join the group. How can I join them? Secondly, we need a kind of PDF, we don't know. I don't know how much is the monthly payment, how much is the rewards, is there something like that to explain, the system?
Danny, it's a good question. And so what we've been doing is getting everybody onboarded and getting the vouchers out. As we said, we're going to be doing the focus groups. So we'll be starting with explanation and in-depth presentations on how everything works. I will probably have 2 to 3 meetings a week around that. There will be communication. We've got slides presented. We've got information. And the whole point of what we're doing is to make sure that we have your feedback as well, to make sure that we got the correct marketing or information PDFs that you need should you want to share it. So as I said, there were over 1,200 people, 1,200 people. I think it even went up to about 1,400 people. And it wasn't anything that, specific from if you weren't selected but it's just I had 500 that I had bought and shared 500 because I wanted to give something back to the community. So it's one of those situations that unfortunately you weren't one of the lucky ones, but if you want to participate, I'll certainly help you. And I'm planning to send that information out, and I will also send out all the people that were fortunate enough to have selected. But what I will commit to you, if there is vouchers that haven't been used by a certain date, and I will retract those vouchers and I will offer them to those people that are keen like yourself. All right.
Okay, thank you. Well, I have one more question. How about the privacy with our private insurance companies? So, for example, if I join this group and then you will have my health data. Is it kept on this company, or there is a possibility to sharing with other third-party companies?
We don't. First of all, we don't. The only data we have is the number of steps you did. That's it. That's the only data we have from you, which is very limited. And second, there is no use for that except for us to calculate if you did your daily goals. So there is not much interest for anyone else outside our company for this data. We only are interested in how many steps you did each day of the month, but and on what we're calculating the reward and so on. But that's it. This is very limited data that you give us. Just the number
Okay,
of steps
thank
you
you.
did. That's it.
Thank
you,
you.
Danny.
Appreciate. Thank you.
Komalan,
Thank you. Thank you.
bye-bye, Danny. Komalan, you're gonna have the last word.
Okay.
The last word, because we are now really, really late.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so go ahead, Komalan.
Okay, Gonzalo and the team, and we really appreciate your informative information every week. And I just want to thank you guys that the app that you have put out is an amazing app, an app that will not only benefit you with your health but your wealth. And if you're not healthy, all the wealth in the world means nothing. And ever since I joined StepChain from the 1st of August under Danny Naidu from South Africa, Danny Govender from South Africa, this app has not only improved me, but improved my performance. It's given me the commitment, the dedication. It's taken me to another level in my personal training. I want to say to the guys out there, StepChain is a fantastic and amazing app, guys. Join us and you will see it and you'll reap the fruits of this app. I want to say to you guys, from the 1st of August till now, I have clocked 4.5 million steps.
Well, sure. I'm feeling like a sucker here. I know you're okay. That's quite something.
And that is because of my commitment. As Cabello was saying, if you're committed, you're dedicated, and you have perseverance, you can do anything. And I'm telling you, this app has taken me to such a level. It's improved my performance in my running. Although I'm an athlete at 65 years old, I want to say StepChain has re-motivated my inner spirit and rejuvenized me to perform better. So I want to thank you guys for putting this app out there. It's not about the money, it's about the performance and the commitment in getting fit and healthy.
Thank you, Komalan.
To the team and have a blessed day, and thank you very much.
Rory, I think giving Komalan the position of spokesperson of the company, he's better. He's better than us.
Well,
he's better than us.
You know, he's not only speaking amazingly about it, but he's also doing the steps. If you think about it, Felipe, I mean, 4.5 million. My gosh, that must be to the moon and back. And something I just want to say before we close off, Felipe, the whole thing is about the community as well. So if you recognize somebody in the group, why don't you become accountability partners to each other and just hook up on WhatsApp or whatever and say, listen, let's challenge each other to do the 10,000 steps a day and keep each other accountable, So if you've got people you see in the group or friends, become an accountability partner to each other. This is about the community. This is about growing together and sharing together. Maybe there's people in your area, and one of the things that we're going to do is that we're going to have specific countries, and are hoping that people that are, let's say, in the US, and they found out, or in South Africa, let's say, come along, they're all in Durban, and they're all in a specific area. Maybe they start walking together or start running together, start benefiting together and make new friendships. And we have nutritionists here as well, share the knowledge. There's so many ideas coming from everybody, which is fantastic. So, yeah.
Rory, with the changes that was taking place from the beginning to now we understand the business better, and we can take this business to another level. So by us changing and getting our step coins and things like that, now we can address to people. It's not about getting money; it's about investment. That in the longer run, see the bigger picture, see the light at the end of the tunnel. That everyone will benefit in a bigger way than just looking for $211 and trying to make money over a month. Let's look at a bright future.
Invest in your health. And I think we've got to go because we're already way over everything, if that's okay. But I don't know if Matthew...
Okay, thank you, guys. Have a blessed day. Appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, Matthew, do you want to have a couple of words there? Sorry, we've been talking so much, Gonzalo. I've said enough. I'm going to mute myself. But anybody else want to close? And we'll see. There's another one in a couple of hours' time. I think, what is it, Felipe? We're doing what? Well, there's a countdown clock on the email, but you can maybe help me out there, Matthew.
we're gonna meet in 13 hours from now.
13 hours. Okay, fantastic. All right, I'm
13
saying
hours
this
from
to
now.
everybody and
Okay.
giving over to Matthew and
Okay.
Gonzalo.
Bye-bye.
See you all.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.